This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Eric Morton of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Here now is the news for September 25th, 2023. First, some quick notes. First of all, on our last episode, Tom mentioned that we would be having a live auction this Thursday. Well, as it turns out, due to some scheduling conflicts like people being out of the country or being at Disneyland for the opening of the new DVC villas at the Disneyland Hotel and all kinds of other stuff, we're actually going to be having the live auction on Sunday, October 1st. Disney just had a large shopping event to clear out their warehouses, and Universal just had their big garage sale. I guess now it's our turn to try to clear some space out of this studio, maybe get rid of some of Tom's stuff while he's out of the country. So anyway, Sunday, October 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel, we'll be having a live auction. Not a ton of merch, but enough to keep you interested. There'll probably be some good buys in there. We're also making some programming changes that Tom spoke about on the last episode. Well, starting this week, News Today will be back to 3 times per week. That'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then tomorrow we will be debuting our new podcast with new episodes releasing on Tuesdays. You can join Tom and me as we have discussions focused on different topics each week. So check out our first episode tomorrow morning, Disney Adults. Okay, anyway, let's get on with the news, shall we? A WDWNT reader wrote to us explaining how they broke a rib when boarding TRON Light Cycle Run in the Magic Kingdom. This reader, who does wish to remain anonymous, is not the first person to report rib pain or issues on TRON Light Cycle Run. Guests are positioned leaning forward with their rib cage pressing against the handlebar console. When boarding, a piece lowers over the back and guests then pull the handlebars forward to secure themselves. Here's what our reader wrote about their injury, which they sustained in early August. The reader says, "When I reached up to pull down the handlebars, I felt a pop. I broke my 5th rib on my right side, right under my arm. I think it's because I'm so petite, 5'2", 113 pounds. I think the pressure of the bike pushing against me and then having to reach to grab the handlebars was just too much. With broken ribs, the pain is persistent, but not bad the first few days, but gets progressively worse. I didn't realize it was broken at first. I rode TRON and all the other coasters I could. Yep, that didn't help. I've had rib injuries before. They're not great. I remember waking up in the morning and thinking, boy, I sure hope I don't laugh or cough today." Anyway, before the attraction opened to guests, cast members attending their previews, I remember, reported issues fitting into the ride seats, having trouble with the ride vehicle. The ends of the coaster trains have a light runner car that can accommodate guests whose mobility or size may prevent them from sitting in the regular bike-shaped light cycle seats. There are test seats outside the attraction that Disney encourages guests to try, but as this guest mentioned, they're petite, so they wouldn't necessarily need an accommodating seat. Things just happen. They added, "Disney has been great. They offered to pay medical expenses and are doing a safety check." They wanted to share their story, not to stir up trouble, but because they were concerned about others who could be hurt on this ride. The guest said, "For me, almost 7 weeks later, I'm still hurting," they wrote, explaining they had to put off training for a new career due to the injury and will likely never ride TRON Light Cycle Run again. Oaken has put his entrepreneurial spirit on display and expanded his business, as there is now a Wandering Oaken's pop-up portraits photo location in the Norway Pavilion at EPCOT. The new Disney Photo Pass photo opportunity occupies the space of the former Wandering Reindeer shop. A long piece of aged fabric lined with a traditional Scandinavian pattern is hung in front of the set. Wandering Oaken's pop-up portraits is written across the fabric in a teal font. A small green towel off to the side reads, "And sauna." A reference, of course, to the sauna Oaken tacked on his trading post at Frozen. New items have been placed on the existing shelves that were already there. In addition to his various retail pursuits, Oaken has flyers up in the portrait studio for Oaken's Brokens repair shop, as well as Oaken's Soakens sleigh wash, which is likely a sauna for your sled, I guess. Anyway, if you're looking for this, it's near the Anna and Elsa meet and greet near the Summer House area in the Norway Pavilion. Check it out. Sunday saw the first day of Passholder and DVC previews of Journey of Water inspired by Moana as it prepares to open to the general public on October 16th, which is also the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. Unlike previous attraction previews, there was no registration or virtual queue required. EPCOT Park Passes actually reached capacity for multiple preview dates already. When we entered the park, the end of the preview line was near the fountains in the park's entrance area. Unfortunately, the virtual queue system wasn't up and operating yet. They hadn't rolled it out early enough at the beginning of the day, leading to confusion and frustration for some guests. Now you are able to access the virtual queue in the My Disney Experience app. A guest we spoke to said his virtual queue had about a 2-hour wait time listed, and there's a 2-hour return window for the attraction. Passholder and DVC member previews are open now through September 29th, and then again from October 1st through 4th. Check it out. I went the other day. It's pretty neat. On Friday, EPCOT officially joined the Disney100 celebration. We noticed lots of new decor, including banners, large medallions, and more. In addition, there are 4 new food booths operating. They are joining all those other booths for the EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival, but with a Disney100 flair. 3 of the booths, Wine and Wedge, Char and Chop, and Bubbles and Brine, opened on Friday, and then Swirled Showcase was slightly delayed. It opened over the weekend. We did food reviews for all 4, and there's a video of that. Of course, you can find it right here on our channel. You can meet Ashton and Andrew, a couple of our reporters, and Jason Diffendahl and I make little cameo appearances in there as well. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical vacation, from Disney World and Disneyland to Disney Cruise Line, even to Adventures by Disney and more. They are also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate Disney Park day. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Disney has filed a new permit with South Florida Water Management District, or SWIFMUD as we call it, featuring layout plans for the ground level of the new Disney Vacation Club Tower at the Polynesian Village Resort. DVC News shared the plans with their own highlights, illustrating the different rooms. The first image shows a dedicated 2-bedroom villa next to a lock-off 2-bedroom villa. For closer looks at all these designs, check out our website. The Summer House marquee has been installed atop the new Summer House on the Lake building under construction at Disney Springs. The new dining venue is scheduled to open later this year, although the date has not been announced. The new Summer House sign is atop a low overhang at the front of the building. On the lake will also be added in the sort of depression area on the front of the overhang below Summer House there. Shrubbery is also going to be added to the sign, at least according to the concept art, which should help it stand out even more. We are excited to see things happening over there on the west side, bring a little bit more action to Disney Springs. And of course, we will be keeping an eye out on this for you. Call in the spirits all the way to Disney Springs. A new Haunted Mansion-inspired portrait studio opportunity is available now from Disney PhotoPass. The portrait studio was first announced on the official Disney PhotoPass and Disney Springs Instagram accounts earlier last week. Well, this portrait studio allows guests to join some of the mansion's happy haunts. The hitchhiking ghost, part of the mansion's brick fence posts, are also there with the iconic sign for the attraction. Guests can also channel their inner groundskeeper, and if you want, you can hold a lantern for a photo as well. All photos taken at this special portrait studio are included with the purchase of a memory maker. Currently, a memory maker purchased in advance is priced at $169 and $199 during a post-vacation purchase. A one-day memory maker is $69. Guests can find this spooky photo op at the Disney PhotoPass studio in Marketplace at Disney Springs. Scalawags and scoundrels ahoy! The current treasure trove of fanciful headgear at the Mad Hatter at Disneyland includes new Pirate Mickey ear headband, ready to sail the 7 seas, or maybe at least take a ride on Pirates of the Caribbean. We also found a new mini ear headband decorated to resemble Belle's ball gown from Beauty and the Beast. The Pirate Mickey ear headband, which costs $34.99, features red and white stripes with a pirate hat and red sash detail in the center. The pirate hat features just about the friendliest little skull and crossbones you are ever likely to come across. Then the new Belle Ballroom dress ear headband, boy, that was a mouthful, is also $34.99 and features details reminiscent of her yellow gown from the famous ballroom scene. Each satin ear is detailed with small pearl accents. The fabric is printed with roses. The bottom of each ear is wrapped in organza fabric, ruched to resemble Belle's ball gown. The bow between the ears is layered with gold sequins, more of that yellow organza fabric, and finished with a red organza rosette in the center. Again, you can find those at Mad Hatter at Disneyland. Disneyland Paris cast members will be debuting a new name tag design on October 1st of 2023. DLP Report first shared this image of the new design. The name tag is white, and the cast member's name will also be there in dark blue in the middle. On the bottom half are dark blue silhouettes of It's a Small World, Cinderella's Carriage, Sleeping Beauty Castle, Avengers Headquarters, and Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. That's good. I never miss an opportunity to say Le Chateau de la Belle au Bois Dormant. So we'll just call it Sleeping Beauty's Castle. That's fine with me. At any rate, Disneyland Paris is there in white at the bottom. Disneyland Paris cast members have been wearing the golden 30th anniversary name tags since early 2022. The 30th anniversary celebration is officially coming to an end later this month. Tokyo Disney Resort is experiencing quite a bit of construction at the moment, from work on the upcoming expansion to Tokyo Disney Sea, Fantasy Springs, to an entirely new Space Mountain where they're knocking the old one down completely and building a whole new one from the ground up. A lot of change is taking place. We took a look at all this construction from the Resort Line monorail earlier this month. There are also plenty of new details emerging for the new luxury hotel, the Tokyo Disney Sea Fantasy Springs Hotel, which looks to be quite fancy, as well as the new Fantasy Springs theme park land itself, including Peter Pan's Neverland, Frozen Kingdom, and Rapunzel's Forest. Our latest updates on these construction projects are available at WDWNT.com. And of course, don't forget WDWNT.jp. That's our new Japanese language site launched a couple of months ago. Disney Cruise Line has been celebrating 25 years of sailing this summer, and a new commemorative 25th anniversary Coca-Cola bottle is available on certain sailings now. We saw this bottle on the Disney Fantasy, but we assume it may be available on other ships as well. The bottles have a red wrap featuring a white Mickey head with the blue 25 logo in the center. Around the bottom is a blue ocean with a white reflection below the Mickey head. Disney Cruise Line is in white lettering. The Coca-Cola logo with Original Taste is above the Mickey head. The 25th anniversary Coca-Cola bottle is available where bottled beverages are sold aboard Disney cruises. This is as they celebrate, of course, their silver anniversary at sea. For the absolute latest on all these stories and those that did not make it onto today's show, be sure to check out WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. A special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen 3 times a week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.